What's up, guys? We're back with another video, and today we're doing the 2025-26 Premier League Awards. We're gonna have 6 categories: flop of the season, most underrated player, surprise package of the season, you'll see what that is, signing of the season, young player of the season, and manager of the season. I am ready for this one. I bet you're ready. And of course, if you disagree with any of my opinions, comment down below, and yeah, I'll check it out. So let's dive straight into it. Yeah, boys, for each category we're gonna have 6 nominees, and we're gonna choose from one of each nominee. We're gonna go through every single one, and the first category is flop of the season, flop signing of the season. The nominees are Mohamed Kudus, the Spurs player, injured all season. Jamie Gittins, 56 million to be a replacement for Alejandro Garnacho, which is crazy. Javi Simmons, Spurs, he had that moment against Brighton, but of course they equalized at the last minute. Anthony Elanga, I don't know how he flopped, man. I thought he was going to be such a good player for Nottingham Forest. They love wingers who are so quick. Anthony Gordon, one of the examples, Barcelona now. Florian Wirtz, I don't need to even explain that. He's probably going to ghost this whole video. Alexander Isak scored a goal, got injured after the Spurs game. We're going to go through every single one. And Mohamed Kudus, man, this one's interesting, because when he came to Spurs, every Spurs fan was excited, and I was kind of scared. Spurs have got one of the most promising wingers in the Premier League last season. Of course, he used to play for West Ham, and now he was here for Spurs. He's Ghanaian. Don't have to decide, I don't know why I said that. But he was just injured the whole season. Like, you can't even blame him for that. But of course, you kind of have to also put the blame on him. He's been injured. It's kind of unfair to him, but of course, injured the whole season. I don't really know what to say about Kudus. I can't really say much about his game because he was fully injured. Jamie Gittins, nothing to say as well, because honestly, he's been atrocious. I couldn't name you a single winger who's been good for Chelsea except for Esteban. Not one except for Esteban. Esteban has been the only good winger Chelsea has had, and that is the result they get, finishing 10th in the league. Javi Simmons, of course, for Spurs, he's been starting a lot of their games. He started a lot of the games. They almost got relegated with the Javi Simmons, which is crazy, by the way. I don't even know how they pulled that signing off. I thought it was crazy. Spurs are coming back after they won the Europa League final. I was honestly in different minds about Spurs. Maybe they're gonna, actually compete in Premier League titles, but, that definitely didn't happen. Anthony Elanga, man, I told you about him. He went from Nottingham Forest. Forest came in 7th at their European football. But they just... Nottingham Forest, they disappointed. Anthony Elanga, he disappointed. Maybe they both needed each other to work. So, yeah, unfortunate for Anthony Elanga, man. He used to be an active player as well. So, maybe I have a soft spot for him. And probably the top 2 nominees here, Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak, the 2 Liverpool players who broke the English record. And you would expect at least double digits GA in a season. Wow, was I wrong? Alexander Isak did get like 3 goals in 60 games, but he did get injured in that Spurs game. But wow, was I wrong, man. Wow, was I wrong? And of course, the flop of the season, of course, I could add Tijani Reinders, probably a lot of players who didn't deliver. Victor Gyökeres, but of course, he did get the 12 goals. Liam Delap, I'm surprised he isn't on this list. I don't know why I didn't choose him. But there's a lot of players, but Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz have been the top 2 nominees. And my flop of this season is, drumroll, no, I'm joking. Florian Wirtz, man, he was probably top 5 creative attacking midfielders in the world last season, and now he's probably not even top 10 creative attacking midfielders in the Premier League, bro. It's just, honestly, the downfall is crazy. And hopefully, Andoni Iraola, I already made a video about him joining Liverpool, my thoughts. Make sure to check that video out. I think he's gonna get the best out of Wirtz, and I don't like to see Liverpool not succeed, because I love competition as a United fan. But now, who's going to compete against us? Arsenal? Not bad. The second category in most underrated player, Marco Senesi, Mateus Nunes, Mateus Fernandes, Ezri Konsa, Harry Maguire, and Jordan Pickford. You might be surprised with some of those picks, but yeah, they are. Maybe I could have put Granit Xhaka in there, but I think he's in later on in this video. I'm not even sure. I'm probably not even sure. But of course, Marco Senesi is a free agent right now. I think he's going to join Spurs soon. Mateus Nunes, the center mid, who transformed himself into a right back under Pep Guardiola. Mateus Fernandes, United want him for 80 million. Not just because United want him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player. Missed that flipping chance against Arsenal. Maybe, you know what, I should take him off this list, man. Sorry, I'll just keep him. I'll keep him. Ezri Konsa got called up for England, I think. He is a great centre back. He's pretty quick. He's physical. So I think Ezri Konsa, people don't talk about him enough. And Harry Maguire, people might say I'm crazy. Harry Maguire scores the header at Anfield. He wins us that game after how 2016 was the last time we won at Anfield. He got the header. Harry Maguire has had his best season as a United player this season, and I think he deserves all the credit. I don't know how he didn't call that for England. Ezri Konsa, get him off the plane. Get Maguire. I know he's on this list, but get him off the plane, man. Maguire has been sensational this season, and the last one, Jordan Pickford, finally, I think he's getting his praise as a goalkeeper, because Jordan Pickford has been consistent throughout playing for Everton. People would think he should get in a bigger move. I think he should as well, but he's been so consistent for Everton. People were saying his relegation fights last season, but now Everton, I don't think, did they make European football? I'm not sure, but he's had a phenomenal season with Everton, and I think he, of course, is England's best goalkeeper. He doesn't really have much competition. James Trafford probably going to take over soon. But yeah, my pick out of the most underrated players is going to be only one person here. Am I going to go Maguire as a United fan? I'm just saying, Maguire's had a good season. I'm not going to choose him though. But drum roll, Mateus Nunes. They both Mateus. I'm sorry, guys. Mateus Nunes has been absolutely sensational. He's top 5 right backs in the world, by the way. And honestly, I think he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And if you think he's not top 5 right backs in the world, tell me down in the comments who is better than Mateus Fernandes. Mateus Nunes, keep saying Fernandes. They're both Mateus. They're both playing for Portugal. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Tell me if you guys think top 5 right backs in the world. Maybe Nunes isn't in your list. Comment down below. And of course, the next category, surprise package of the season. Of course, 6 nominees again. Antoine Semenyo from Man City. Only for Man City. For Bournemouth, he was good, only for Man City, because I expected him to honestly not succeed in the Pep Guardiola system, because he's not technical enough, I would say. But of course, I was really proven wrong. Nico O'Reilly. And let me explain the surprise package of the season before we carry on. Surprise package doesn't even have to be a player. There is one team in this nomination, which is, I'll tell you later. It's just who was I most surprised with in this Premier League season, and these are going to be my 6 nominees, of course. I said Semenyo and Nico O'Reilly's been the best left back. Honestly, second best left back in the world after Nuno Mendes. Balde, you have Davies been injured, but Nico O'Reilly, he's just the perfect player for the Pep Guardiola system. Even going to be the perfect player for the Enzo Maresca system, because he allows inverted wing backs, so he works for both managers, which is great for him. Ellie Junior Krupi, 13, I think 12 goals this season. He's been one of the best strikers in the Premier League as an 18, 19-year-old. I'm not sure about how old he is. Of course, this one team I was talking about, Sunderland, from the Championship to European football, is absolutely sensational for a club like Sunderland. It's not like they've even had so many great players or any history in their past. Maybe tell me, Sunderland fans, down in the comments if I'm wrong. But it's such a surprise that in the last 3 seasons before this one, every single 3 teams that have been promoted goes straight back down. But this season, Leeds and Sunderland stay up. Of course, Leeds are not on this list. Leeds and Sunderland stay up. And Sunderland, European football, they invested their investments were absolutely phenomenal. Brian Brobry, they bought Granit Xhaka for the experience. It was absolutely a great win for them. Mikel Coyote, long throw specialist. It's not just all he can do. He is rapid, he is physical, out wide, and I would love him as a right back for Man United to replace Thiago Dalot. He's been there since 2019, bro. Get this guy out. I'm sorry, Dalot, I love you. I'm sorry. Of course, the last one, Ego Thiago, he's second in the Golden Boot race. Of course, he's not going to beat out Erling Haaland. And those chances he missed against United, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But of course, Ego Thiago has been absolutely phenomenal. Where was this guy last season? Who knows? But Brentford just keep producing world-class talents in their attack. It's just absolutely crazy. And my surprise package of the season, of course, has to go to Nico O'Reilly, boys. He has been phenomenal this season. He just gets those goals. He won City the Carabao Cup against Arsenal. It is absolutely phenomenal, and he's probably the best left back in the Premier League. No questions about that. And our next category, signing of the season. This one has already been decided by the Premier League, but I love Lomans, but I do not agree. But of course, he is in this nomination. Senna Lomans, Victor Gyökeres, which is crazy. I know, but guys, Premier League champion, by the way. Premier League champion. Let's talk about that as a striker. I don't think he's going to win anyways. João Pedro, he's been great for Chelsea. I'm not sure how many goals he got. Ryan Cherky, Granit Xhaka, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin didn't get called up for England, which is honestly just crazy for me. He got called over Ivan Toney. Bro, what has Ivan Toney been doing these days to be called up over a Premier League striker who's delivering double digits in the Premier League? That is a madness. Of course, in all of these players, Senna Lomans probably showed his shot-stopping ability from the Belgian league. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Who knew this guy even existed, bro? Who knew this guy existed? Victor Gyökeres, let me explain this one. 13 goals in the Premier League. He won Arsenal the Premier League. He had a stink in the Champions League final, but in terms of supplying goals, I don't think he's fully done the job that Arsenal expected. They probably expected a 20-goal plus season, but I think he did a good enough job to be nominated here because there hasn't been really that great of signings. Tell me down in the comments if I'm wrong. Maybe Victor Gyökeres could be replaced by someone, but Cunha maybe is up there. Cunha's up there, but he didn't have a great first half of the season. That's why I didn't put him there. João Pedro, probably top 5 strikers in the Premier League because he's been absolutely phenomenal. Just clutch for Chelsea. Probably their best attacker after Estevao. Who knows? But Estevao has been injured for second half of the season, but probably João Pedro. Ryan Cherky, the goal he scored against Ivory Coast just shows his talent, bro. People are saying he's better than Bruno. That's a bit far, but I think Ryan Cherky is a world-class level talent, and I do think he's probably he's the second best attacking midfielder in the Premier League. Granit Xhaka brought the experience from being an invincible to European. The last 2 years for Granit Xhaka have been absolutely amazing. From being invincible, 3 years I think, invincible to European slot for Sunderland, a relegation team. Who knew? I was surprised about the Granit Xhaka move as well, but it really did work out for him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, man, I already spoke about him, got called up over Ivan Toney, got called up over him, which is absolutely insane. I really do not agree with that. And of course, I don't think he's going to win, but let me tell you, my signing of the season is, of course, Granit Xhaka, boys. He's delivered so many 7s and 8s and 9s and 10s for Sunderland, and I think Ryan Cherky is right up there, but to be pound for pound, value for value, I think Granit Xhaka has been more. We already knew Ryan Cherky is an absolutely sensational player, but Granit Xhaka, later stages of his game, and he's still performing as like he's a flipping teenager, and he's had a phenomenal season. Of course, for every nomination, you guys tell me your thoughts down in the comments. This is the second last category, Young Player of the Season. We have 6 nominations: Nico O'Reilly, Ryan Cherky is back again, Ryan, the Bournemouth player, Rio Engamoa, the Liverpool player, Kobbie Mainoo, he has a phenomenal second half of the season, and Lewis Hall, boys. Nico O'Reilly and Lewis Hall, probably the 2 best left backs in the Premier League right now. Kobbie Mainoo's had an absolutely stunning second half of the season. The way Kobbie Mainoo dictates the play in the midfield, got called up for England only from 6 months of football, 5 months of football. It shows how good he is. Rio Engamoa, the way he dribbles, the silk. And of course, Max Dummon could have been here, but I don't think he's played enough games to show. That goal against Fulham, that goal against Spurs, Rio and Gamora has been phenomenal. Ryan, a player who just came up in the second half of the season, showed how good he was, and I'm not even sure he got called up for Brazil. I will check, maybe put it down in the screen somewhere. I don't know. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Ryan Tricky already spoke more about him. Young player, of course, he's still young. People don't realize how much Ryan Tricky could grow. He could use his head a bit more. Who knows? Be a bit more when he gets experience in his prime in 25, 26, Ballon d'Or, Canada. Who knows? But my young player of the season is very clear. Drum roll. 2 awards for Nico O'Reilly. He was firstly I think, what was he? It was Suprise Package of the season, and now he's also Young Player of the season. Nico O'Reilly has had a phenomenal season. As a United fan, this is what I'm saying about O'Reilly, boys. Trust in me, O'Reilly will be the next young talent. He's up there with the best left backs in the world, of course. That's O'Reilly, 2 awards, but the last one doesn't involve any players, any teams, but it involves manager of the season. You know what? I think it's pretty clear, but I'll just tell you my second place. I think Arteta is clearly number 1. But out of Keith Andrews, Michael Carrick, Pep Guardiola, Andoni Iraola, and Lebris, I don't know how to say his name. Lebris, no, it's the Sunderland manager. I think my second place could be Carrick, boys. From when he joined, he's first in the league from points. Pep Guardiola had a phenomenal season. It's a great season. But from Michael Carrick, when he joined to now, he has been the best Premier League manager. Tell me what you think, guys, about this. I've enjoyed making this video. Tell me if you enjoyed watching it down in the comments. And tell me your opinions, of course. And of course, manager season over Pep Guardiola is Michael Carrick for me. Tell me your thoughts about that, and we'll see you in the next one. Well, I'm ready for the World Cup. I can't wait for that. But more content is gonna come out on that. So peace.